You opened your phone to check one thing, then another, then another. Few minutes later, you stop because you can't remember what you opened your phone for. People say our attention span is now shorter than a goldfish, about 8 seconds. But is that actually true? The 8-second attention span, that number, doesn't really come from solid science. And even more surprising, goldfish don't actually have short memories. Studies have shown that goldfish can remember things for weeks, even months. So, what about us? Have you ever had a moment where you walk into a room and suddenly forget why you're there? You just move from the living room to the kitchen, your phone still in your hand, and your mind goes completely blank. And you just stand there thinking, wait, what was I here for? If this happens to you, you're not alone. Psychologist Gabriel Ravinsky demonstrated this in a series of experiments. In one version, participants handled objects in a physical space. They picked something up, carried it into another room, and then paused. For about 2 minutes, they were given simple math problems. And then they were asked what they had just been holding. It sounds simple, right? But what they found was people were much more likely to make mistakes after moving to a new location, meaning just crossing into a new space was enough to disrupt their memory. So, why does this happen? In psychology, there's a concept known as the event horizon model. It describes something called event boundaries, meaning your brain doesn't store experience as one continuous stream. Instead, it organizes your life into separate events. Every time you move from one context to another, from one room to the next, your brain quietly packages the previous moment away. And then it opens a new file, almost like your computer, creating a new folder. So in your mind, there's one for the bedroom, another for the living room, and now as you step into the kitchen, your brain is busy loading the new one, the kitchen folder. That's why when you're standing in the kitchen, your mind feels blank, because the thought is still sitting in the living room. This is known as the doorway effect. When we cross an event boundary, our working memory briefly resets. But the memory isn't gone. The moment you go back, walk into the living room, see the glass on the table, suddenly it comes right back. Oh, right, I was going to get water. And this doesn't just happen with doorways. Every time you open a new tab, switch to another app, or scroll to a different screen, your brain is doing the same thing. It's creating a new event and quietly pressing the reset button, which is why you can spend 10 minutes searching and then suddenly realize you don't even remember what you were searching for. Because your brain has switched contexts so many times, it's lost track of the original one. So the next time you find yourself standing in a room, wondering why you're there, the simplest way to find your thought again might be to go back to where you were. Because sometimes what you're looking for was never lost. It's just waiting for you in the place you left it.